All right, peace, love, and light to my brothers and sisters. So, by the title, you can tell what I'm going to be talking about. I made a presentation today. The only book I reference in this presentation is this book right here, The Occult Anatomy of Man by Melanin P. Hall, and Dark Light Consciousness by Edward Bynum. So let's get right into it. Mm-hmm. All right, let's start this up. I hope you can hear me good with this mic. Yeah, I know. All right. A matrix is an environment or structure in which something originates or develops. A matrix, related to the Latin word for mother, originally meant pregnant animal or breeding female, and was later generalized to mean womb. So the matrix generalized to mean womb. Once we enter this pool, once we enter this portal, we came into civil stat. All life comes from black woman. The black woman respect deserves all the respect because all the races come from her. All the races in the world come from the black woman. She is the creator of every race. Every race. She's the beginning and she's going to be the end. You know, we need her the most in this consciousness because she she was the alpha and she's going to be the omega. We need her the most. Us men, we're going to protect her. We're going to fight for her, die for her. That's what we do. That's why we the substitute of her. Um, she's the metacentric chromosome, and we're the sub metacentric chromosome. You dig? So we the only the substitute of her. We're supposed to protect her, make sure she got everything she need to do her thing. Let's go. Let's move on. I got this from the Emerald Tablets of Lord Thoth. Man is a star bound to a body until in the end he is freed through his strive. Only by struggling and toiling thy utmost shall the star within thee bloom out in new life. He who knows the commencement of all things free is his star from the realm of night or the realm of darkness or this matrix period. I really want you to show this of the first sentence. Well, yeah, the first sentence. Man is a star bound to a body. Man and woman. You just say man, but man and woman is a star bound to a body until the end. Until um, until they say until you die, but we don't really die. We just get a new vehicle until you until you transcend. That's what I'm gonna use the word transcend. So it's a proven fact that 90% of our body mass is in fact stardust because all the elements except for hydrogen and helium are created in the stars. That's a fact. All the priests of the ancient world were anatomists. They recognized that all the functions of nature were produced in miniature in the human body. They therefore used men as the textbook, teaching their disciples that to understand man was to understand the universe. These wise men believed that every star in the heavens, every element in the earth, and every function in nature was represented by a corresponding center, pole, or activity within the human body. These wise ones realized that there was a great deal more involved in the religion than chanting more than chanting a mantras or singing of hymns. They realized that the path of salvation could be walked successfully only by those who had practical scientific knowledge of the occult function of their own bodies. Both of these come from the Occult Anatomy of Man, book by Melanin P. Hall. Great book. My opinion, this book is a must read. Must read. We are all children of the stars. Nine ether. You see the nine in my brother's head, just like there's a 9 out there in the galaxy. We are children of stars. The Ankh symbol, which looks like the number 9, resembles life. Our creators normally bear us in 9 months. 9 is the only number when multiplied added up to itself. For example, 9 times 2 is 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9. 9 times 4 equals 36. 3 plus 6 equals 9, etc. The number 9 is the highest number in existence. As you can see, the galaxy, fingerprint, Africa, 9 is the highest number in existence. When you was in the womb or in the matrix, you were coiled up like a 9. Let's go on. The growth of black consciousness means a threat to European dominance. This is the real reason why the white elites work so hard to keep black people ignorant of their past greatness. It's also why they keep blacks believing the fraudulent worst of themselves. Brothers and sisters, we gotta wake up. So why weren't we taught this in school? Why weren't we taught about melanin in school? Okay, well, melanin is a natural molecule or substance that gives color, life, and consciousness to every tree, plant, animal, Mother Earth, and the universe while connecting them with one another. A carbon-based substance is the human body that is necessary part of the electromagnetic system and provides color for the hair, eyes, and skin. Dark matter consciousness is melanin. The melanin system. In the morning, melanin produces serotonin, and in the nighttime, PM, melatonin is produced. Serotonin physical properties are retains youth, motor skills, nutrient absorption, disease protection, neutralizes toxins, prevents the spread of damaged cells, speeds nerve impulses, absorbs full spectrum of light. Melatonin mental properties enhances memory, increases communication, enhances feelings, enhances creativity, emotional properties, endorphin connection, spiritual properties, sun connection. All of these, serotonin, melatonin. Serotonin, again, is produced in the morning. Melatonin is produced in the night. Know thyself, melanin, carbon 18, hydrogen 10, nitrogen 2, oxygen 4. Melanin, aka black gold, aka fossil fuels. Black gold. There's so many, and that's just 2 other names, but there's so many names for melanin. It's ridiculous. It's like over 100 names for melanin. We are the grandchildren of the slaves you couldn't kill, and descendants of kings and queens you cannot stop. Excuse me, and descendants of gods and goddesses you cannot stop. Melanin is like chlorophyll in plants. Chlorophyll allows photosynthesis to occur and the transference of the sun's energy for the body. Now listen to this. While the growth of plants is directed to physical sunlight, the growth of human beings is directed towards spiritual consciousness and inner vision. When the sun hits the plant grows. When you close your eyes and embrace the darkness, that's when your consciousness grows. That's when you grow. Not grow tall, but that's when your consciousness grows. Melanin is the super absorber of all forms of energy. It has black hole properties. It can convert light to sound and back again. It stores, transforms, and conducts energy. Melanin granules are central computers, and may analyze and initiate body responses without reporting to the brain. Melanin slows aging and protects you from um, damaging effects of sunlight. The darker your skin is, the less it ages. Thus, whites have wrinkled skin in their 30s, while blacks have smooth, slowly wrinkling skin even in old age. So this is why your grandma could be 70 years old but look like she's 30 or 40. You know what I'm saying? Because of this melanin. All people of color have melanin circulating in the blood due to the spillage from the melanosomes, melanosomes, aka the melanin packets. Melanin. This is our superpower. This is our superpower right here. This is our this is our power. The white man's power is his technology. Our power is melanin. This is our spiritual power. Now let's get into this eye of Haru, or this pineal gland, first eye. It's also called the eye of Horus or eye of Heru, the third eye, the eye of providence, all seeing eye, Baton. You see eye of Haru, you see the eye here, the third eye open, guard realization in Hinduism. The back of your dollar bill, you got the all seeing eye here. And here you see the all seeing eye here as well. Matthew chapter 6:22. Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And Christ said that. We're gonna figure that out. Okay. This is your pineal gland on the left, as you can see. Y'all can read. See on the left. Now when fluoride is all on it and it's decalcified, it looks like that on the right. Alright, so let's figure out how to decalcify it. Okay, to decalcify your pineal gland, you're gonna need to drink non-fluoridated water. Use fluoride-free toothpaste. Eat less meat and processed foods. You gotta exercise. Start watching TV. Meditate more. Use your intuition. Have positive friends. You know what I'm saying? The ones that help me the most is using your intuition, meditating, start watching the TV, exercise, and drink non-fluoridated water. So get a filter if you can. I suggest everyone get a filter, because they got, if you follow my Instagram, man, they had this on the news talking about how there's fluoride all in the pipes. All the, like, I think they said like 49 states they found fluoride all in the water. So everyone should have a filter on their refrigerator, you know, in the fridge at all times. Same thing with the toothpaste. I believe Crest was the first toothpaste to be fluoride. Crest was the first toothpaste that they put fluoride in. On the back of your toothpaste, look at the active ingredients. Most of them say fluoride. I guarantee it. So those are the ones that help me the most to decalcify my pineal gland. All right, the all-seeing eye of God originated from the eye of Haru. In Egyptian mythology, also known as the third eye or the spiritual eye, Haru is the same as Lucifer. Light bringer, the morning star. You see it here. The Freemasons know this. The so-called elites or Illuminati know this. It's in the church, all over. It's the symbol here. They know this. All right. The all-seeing eye is the third eye or the spiritual eye. It is a gland located within the center of the human brain called the pineal gland. This gland is oftentimes referred to as the seat of the soul and will remain dormant until the soul reaches a certain spiritual level or vibration. Once this is attained, the gland is activated by light. Once this is attained, the gland is activated by the light of the higher self, signaling the divine energies from the Kundalini to rise, activating the human chakra system. The physical being and the spirit, no, hold up. The physical being and the spiritual being become one, attaining a state of enlightenment where the soul is able to perceive the higher dimensions. This is what happens once that eye is single. Once the eye is single, the whole body is filled with light. This is what happens. This is what happens. All right, so here's more symbolism. Here you have the Baphomet, more symbolism. The eye, third eye is here. Is the star, and this light up here is the with this flame. I think it's like the crown chakra. The crown chakra, yeah. Kundalini energy. You're gonna go in on. You're gonna hit on that. Let's keep going. Now over here, before I go, you see how the eye of Haru it looks just like what's inside your brain here, just like it. Our ancestors knew what they was doing. This symbol meant so much, so much. It's more than a symbol. This is to them symbols is language. You look at this symbol and it tells you a lot of things. It tells you so much. Let's move on. All right, we are told that the ages ago that the pineal gland was an organ of sense orientation by which man cognized the spiritual world, but that with the coming of the material senses and that the two objective eyes has ceased to be used, and during the time of the Lemurian race retreated to its present position in the brain, it is said that children recapitulating the previous periods of evolution had a limited use of their third eye up to the 7th year, at which the time the skull bones grew together. This accounts for the semi-clairvoyant condition of children, who are far more sensitive than adults along psychic lines. The pineal gland is supposed to secrete an oil, which is called resin, the life of the pine tree. This word is said to be involved in the origin of the Rosicrucians, who were working with the secretions of the pineal gland and seeking to open the eye single. For it is said in Scripture, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This again is coming out of the Occult Anatomy of Man by Manly P. Hall. I-10. The I-10 stands for the awakened third eye that sees the soul within, or the sun within, which soul or sun is really the higher self or divine spark within us. The I-10 is thus a symbol of both the third eye and the soul within that the awakened third eye sees. Said by Richard Casero. And you can see our ancestors were aware of this. They were aware of this. They knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. Dang, something else. I'm gonna say A-10 stands for the awakened third eye that sees the soul within, or sun within. Which soul or sun is really the higher self or divine spark within us. The A10 is thus a symbol of both the third eye and the soul within that the awakened third eye sees. A10. Let's go on. Now, okay. Look at the pictures above. Notice how the pineal gland looks like the eye of Haru, used by the Illuminati, Vatican, Babylonians, and ancient Egyptians. The connection there to destroy man. The eye's gland is a reminder of their goal and their god Haru, like the devil, Satan, or Lucifer. That's their goal. The eye gland is a reminder of their goal and their god Haru, the devil, Satan, or Lucifer. Oh man, but we know what that is. The pineal gland at the center of the human brain produces melatonin. Melatonin is what keeps your internal clock, keeping your body on schedule for proper sleep. Lack of sleep causes brain fog, deterioration, lack of memory, concentration, energy, and drive. Fluoride is a toxic waste byproduct. It is toxic to the human body. It calcifies the pineal gland and makes humans docile and controllable. The pineal gland also puts off a 936 hertz and slowly becomes damaged in the time along with other body tissue, organs, etc. When coming in range of other frequencies at another hertz, natural humans are under attack. The pineal gland to them is the devil, Satan, Lucifer. Oh my goodness. Let's move on. Let's move on. Stairway to heaven. All right. The pineal gland looks like a pine cone and is the size of a small gemstone. The pineal gland is known as the throne of God. Around the throne of God are 24 cranial nerves that help the pineal function to its full capacity. This is mentioned as the 24 elders in Revelation chapter 4, verse 3 to 4. The pineal gland is the main endocrine gland in the body that rests in the middle of the brain between the two cerebral hemispheres, which is mentioned in Genesis chapter 3, verse 24, as the cherubims that guard the tree of life. The tree of life is your spinal column. It is also known as the stairway to heaven, or in the occult as Jacob's ladder. Your spinal column has 33 vertebrae, as in the 33 degrees in masonry. There are also 33 spinal nerves. As in Jesus died at the age of 33. When you add up 33 plus 33 equals 66. Hence, there are 66 books in the Bible. All that shit is talking about you. Period. All that shit is talking about you. Not no deity outside yourself. That's talking about you. And what you got to do. That's talking about you. Stairway to heaven. That's talking about you. Let's go. The entire system is an anatomical myth for the heaven world, the ancients, and the doomed temple on the top of the mountain was the skull with its divine contents. This is the home of the gods and man. It is turned up because it occupies the northern and the end of the human spine. The temple of the gods who rule the earth is said to be at the North Pole, which is also, by the way, is the home of Santa Claus. Because the North Pole represents the positive end of the spinal column of the planetary lord. Santa Claus coming down the chimney with his spring of evergreen at the season of the year when nature is dead has a fine Masonic interpretation for those who wish to study it. The same is true of the manna that descended to feed the children of Israel in the wilderness. For this manna is substance which comes down the spinal cord from the brain. The Hindus symbolize the spine as the stem of the sacred lotus. Therefore, the skull and contents are symbolized by the flower. The spinal column is Jacob's ladder, connecting heaven and earth, while its 33 segments are the degrees of masonry and the number of years of life of Christ. Up these segments, the candidate ascends in consciousness to reach the temple of initiation located on the top of the mountain. It is in this domed room with a hole in the floor that the great mystery initiates are given. The Himalaya mountains rise above the earth, representing the shoulders and upper half of the body. They are the highest mountains of the world. Somewhere upon their summit stands the temple, resting upon the shoulders of Atlas. It is interesting to note that the Atlas is the upper vertebrae of the human spine, upon which the top of the skull rests. In the brain, there are a number of caves, and in them live the wise men, the yogis, and the hermits. The caves of the yogis are said to be located at the head of the Ganges River. Every religion has a sacred river. To the Christians, it's the Jordan. To the Egyptians, it's the Nile. While to the Hindus, it is the Ganges. The sacred river is the spinal canal, which has its source among the peaks of the mountains. The holy men and their retreats represent the spiritual sight in the human brain and are the seven sleepers of the Quran who must remain in the darkness of their caves until the spirit vitalizes them. Until the spirit becomes known to them. Just like that. Boom. This right here is important. This right here is important. I have experience with this. I experienced this myself. The rebirth. As your cerebral spinal fluid clamps your 33 vertebrae and meets your 12 cranial nerves, it ignites the pineal gland, which is your resurrection. This is your goal. This is what you want. And for your Kundalini to be resonating higher above the heart chakra. But also this is one of your goals in this spiritual journey, to raise that Kundalini up to that pineal gland so it can ignite. So the Kundalini can ignite the pineal gland, which is your resurrection. Oh man, once thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This is what that is. All right, so now let's get into this Kundalini. I got this definition straight off of Google. It says, latent female energy believed to lie coiled at the base of the spine, a system of meditation directed toward the release of Kundalini energy. It could also mean coiled one. In Hinduism, refers to a form of primal energy said to be located at the base of the spine. In Hindu tradition, excuse me if I say it wrong, Bharavavi is the goddess of Kundalini. The Kundalini experience is frequently reported to be distinct feeling of electric current running along the spine. Kundalini is a sacred word. It means coiled serpent. Kundalini is the energy that flows through the 7 chakras. Kundalini is the force that powers our spiritual body. This energy is shown in ancient drawings as 2 serpents. These 2 serpents were known around the world as symbols of wisdom. You see them right here. Right here. Let's go on. Here it is again, the Kundalini and Lord Thoth. All the chakras. Notice how each serpent, while they spiraling up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of these are your chakras. spinning wheels of light right here. Over here on the right, you got your four chemical letters, A, T, C, G. Remember this in the high school. A goes with T, C goes with G. Adenine, diamine, cytosine, and guanine. Just like the serpent spiraling up, the DNA, that's the same thing. Ancient knowledge leads us to truth. That's said by Lord Thoth himself. Let's go on. All right. The root chakra deals with survival instinct, security, grounding. This sacral chakra deals with emotions, sexuality, and intimacy. The navel chakra, or the solar plexus, deals with energy, vitality, desire, and power. The heart chakra deals with love, hope, compassion. The throat chakra deals with communication, creativity, and healing. The third eye deals with clairvoyance, intuition, psychic senses. The crown chakra deals with the cosmic consciousness, understanding, and enlightenment. These are your Kundalini energies right here and what they deal with. How to raise your spiritual vibration, mind and body. For the mind, meditation, show appreciation and gratitude. Stop watching the TV, give help to others, spend time in nature, think your own thoughts. For the body, you can stretch, you know what I'm saying, do Kundalini yoga, detox. You can fast, ingest plants as food, and plants for medicine. You don't need no pharmaceutical drugs. The real medicine is all the herbs. Believe it. Breathe consciously, relax, get enough sleep, walk barefoot on the grass. It's a good way of grounding. Good way of grounding. All these will help you raise your spiritual vibration. Guaranteed. Definitely breathing consciously. Fasting. All these things. Spending time in nature, meditating. All these things. All right. Look at this. Look at this. We got what they want you to think God is, Jesus, outside of yourself, a man sitting down on top of the world with the world, a man sitting in a chair on top of in the sky with the world at his feet. This right here, what they want you to think God is, when really God is you. Not Jesus is you. Jesus is us. Jesus is you. It's you, brothers and sisters. It's you. That's what it is. Melanin. Melanin is important because it's the most primitive and universal pigment in living organisms. Melanin is produced in the pineal gland. Melanin controls all mental, physical body activities. Melanin is an extremely stable molecule and highly resistant to digestion by most acids and bases, and is one of the hardest molecules to ever be analyzed. If you do not purify your melanin molecule, you will not heal your body of diseases. Melanin gives Black people more superior physical, mental, and spiritual ability. Black melanin is necessary in order for humans to reproduce. Melanin present at the inception of life. A melanin shelf covers both the sperm and the egg in the human embryo. The melanocytes, brain, and nerve cells all originate from the same place. The neural crest melanocytes resemble nerve cells and are essential for conveying energy. This is your power. How you unlock it? You gotta go within. Go within. Unlock your power. Activate your DNA. Go within. Because it's all within you. Melanin is royal. It's within your genes. It's not outside of yourself. It's within your genes. God, the creative force, that energy is within you. Believe it. Know thyself and empower thyself. I am 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. The carbon that makes melanin people skin brown. So why does the Bible call us the beast? We are the white man's. The white man is afraid of us when we activate our eye, when we open our eye and make our body become full of light, we become his enemy. We already been his enemy, but he don't want us to do that. He don't want us to do that. Cause then you can't stop us. You can't stop us. Ain't no turning back. You can't stop us. Ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do. It's a wrap. Done deal. All right, dark matter, embrace it. That's your melanin. Dark matter, embrace it. Cause that's where you come from. Dark matter. Look at the black goddess on the right. Every race wrapped in one. Every race wrapped in one. They teach you to relax. They also teach us in school that we come from monkeys, evolved from monkeys. When this is far from the truth. We are not created from monkeys. We were created in the universe. Then came down into this matrix through the portal, through our mom's womb. They teach us you will last when we are first and created them. On top of that. So we not created on earth. They are. They not us. Let's go on. When they told you 666 when they told you 666 was the mark of the beast, that was a lie. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. It's the carbon that makes melanin. Facts. Facts. It's not the Holy Ghost, nor is it Jesus. Most Black Christians believe that their spiritual experiences of trance, shaking, and speaking in tongue is directly related to their Christian faith. This is absolutely untrue. When those behaviors were displayed by Africans during slavery in the U.S., white Christian slave owners were shocked by those behaviors. They did so because those behaviors are not at all Christian. They are, in fact, totally African expressions. It's not the Holy Ghost. That's your Kundalini right there. That's your Kundalini. Let's go. Religions were not needed in Africa. Africa has something higher than religion. Africa has a divine spirituality. We have it within us. Divine spirituality within us. We're connected. We have a direct line to the Most High. Direct line. It's within us. Direct line to the Most High. You raise your vibration. Raise your vibration. You have a direct line to the Most High. And even through prayer, they hear you even clearer. It's like when you out in the desert trying to find signal, right? You raising your vibration, you changing your thoughts, you awakening, you getting a better signal. So when you pray or when you call, they hear you clear now. We hear you, nigga. We got a direct line. 5, 7, 8 bars, nigga. 8 bars. Forget 5 bars. 8 bars. We got that direct line. Direct line. Spirituality does not come from religion. It comes from our soul. We must stop confusing religion and spirituality. Religion is a set of rules and regulations and rituals created by humans which were supposed to help people spiritually. Due to human imperfection, religion has become corrupted, political, divisive, and a tool for power struggle. Spirituality is not theology or ideology. It is simply a way of life, pure and original as given by the Most High. Spirituality is a network linking us to the Most High, the universe, and each other. From Haile Selassie the First. Ashe. Ashe. Let's go on. Alright, so I'm concluding this video with these last slides right here. If you don't remember anything from this PowerPoint, remember these last 2 slides. We are multidimensional beings. Our life here on planet Earth is only a little fraction of who we really are. All of us, we are all visitors to this time. This place, we are just passing through. Our purpose here is to observe, to learn, to grow, to love, and then we return home. That's an Australian Aboriginal proverb right there. Like I say, if you don't believe me, do your own research. Do your own research. If you don't believe me, do your own research. I'm just giving y'all what helped me along my way, along my journey. That's it. That's gonna conclude this video with this PowerPoint. All right, brothers and sisters. Peace, love, and light. One love.